What's up everyone, my name's Sakura, welcome y'all to a new Blue Lock Project World Champion video on my channel. Thank you once again for tuning in to the next part of my How to Train series. I told y'all I'm gonna try to pick it back up, get those uploads out, and the next one to be wished by quite a few people after having Nico in my last video. I would definitely tell you to check that out after finishing this video. Was Barou Shouei, the king. Quite literally, that's his title. I am the king. Barou Shouei. Let's take a look as usual over Barou as a unit himself. His main stats are kick and technique, obviously, since he's a very technically gifted striker, although to be fair he kinda excels in everything a bit. But that are gonna be the two stats we're gonna be focusing on, kick and technique. He himself boosts kick and physical. As a support, has that special training rate. And on level 80 he unlocks lecture rate up and special lecture bonus. Two really good abilities that you definitely don't want to miss in a great support. So let's see how to train him. Thanks again to Mika for letting me borrow his insanely stacked account for me to record my videos on. If you see this, I hope you find a $100 bill on the street so you can give that to me because I need money. So feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button to finally get me partnered up so I can make some money with those videos, because I'm a broke as university student in Berlin. But let's move on with the level 50 comp. We know Barou specializes in kick and technique, so let's go over the optimal friend support first, because the friend support is kind of the one person you base your whole team around. Now with Barou, there's a few options actually. One of the first ones would be Nagi, because technical boost, training bonus, has a kick card and a dribbling card in black. But again, I'm not a fan of match bonus friend supports, and Nagi isn't kick orientated enough. The same would go for the likes of any Isagi, to be honest. This one boosts intelligence a little bit too much, is more on the match bonus side. And that kinda leaves two main supports other than Reo, who just doesn't boost kick at all and just goes over speed, intelligence, physical and technical. Out of those four stats, there's only one that Barou needs, which would be technical, so I don't think we should have him as our friend support here, as the bigger multipliers on kick anyways. So we can now choose between Rin Itoshi with the 30% kick power boost up, lecture bonus and training bonus, or between Rensuke Kunigami. Kunigami's actually quite the interesting lad. He has lecture rate up, he has lecture bonus, and he has the kick power boost up, has two shooting cards compared to Rin, who only has one. But other than that, he's more on the physical side. However, I think the best kick support in the game right now is without a doubt Barou. But to train him, I think we're actually gonna go with Kunigami. Comparing him to Rin, both of them have 25% special lecture bonus, and the difference between them is Kunigami gets the lecture rate up, while Rin gets training bonus. You can choose between both of these as you want. Both of them are equally good, and the other one will be included in the comps anyways. But I think Kunigami, with that lecture rate, turning his black cards if they appear into special lectures, is just a tiny bit more valuable. So as I already said, Rin is locked in for the comp. He boosts kick, he has special lecture bonus on level 50. We can't miss him. He also grants us the forward compatibility plus gold skill, which is just a great skill for forward, such as Barou. I don't know where else you want to play him. Other good skills to get, like white skills, are like Demon of Shots, which boosts shooting range, or just generally skills that involve either shooting. Reo's golden skill is actually quite nice as well, since it gives an omni boost to the player once either team scores 2 golds. That's what I meant to say, but I forgot how to talk. I am sorry for that. And let's move on with the comp. Level 50 is always a bit hard, but I do think we have to kinda include an Isagi in there, because taking a look at them, they do boost kick with their tiles. However, this Isagi needs until level 65 until he can actively support shooting, but he has training bonus and lecture rate. This Isagi only has lecture rate, but if you get him to level 60, he also unlocks special training rate up. So if you have both of these on level 60, I would advise you to go with Striker Yoichi Isagi. On 50, it doesn't really matter which of those you pick. You might even want to go for level 100 free Isagi, since he boosts kick power, gives special training rate, and also some match bonus. But I would probably go for this Isagi, especially if you have him on level 60. Another really good shout for level 50 would actually be Ryu, or rather level 60, because the problem about Ryu is he boosts Exercise Machine, and as much as Barou is a physical support himself, he doesn't scale with it. He doesn't get any bonus multiplier onto physical. So it's a bit wasted there, but if you get him to 60 for the special training rate, or even 65 for the black shot card, Ryu can be a great asset. But for now, we already have Kunigami in there. We're gonna expand a bit on the technical part. And there can't be a technical comp without Meguru Bachira. Best technical support in the game, other than maybe Reo. However, training bonus, lecture rate up, lecture bonus, even if not as high as Reo's, and some match bonus to round it up as well. Can't go wrong with him. Same goes for Mitoma. He boosts technical and kick and gives match bonus on level 50, and technical and kick are the exact stats that we want, so there's no reason for us to not pick those two. If you want to change someone really bad, you can think about exchanging either Isagi or Mitoma for maybe Nico if you want the training bonus for whatever reason, or if you somehow think that speed and intelligence would be good on Barou, you can also pick a Reo level 50, but I wouldn't do that myself. Now let's take a look at cards, and as usual, the Kunisagi card is a must. It's too good, I don't know what to tell you. It is the card. Even though on level 50 he doesn't boost kick and percent, still has lecture rate up, special lecture bonus, and the shot card, he gets the black one on level 65, which isn't too far off, even for a free-to-play player. And he also gives Shot Master as a gold skill, which greatly decreases the shot block rate for shots by this player. Barou obviously has a shooting ult, so it's a perfect fit. The second card I want to get in there is the Rin card. Now I know his gold skill is defense compatibility plus, and I know he's somewhat of a physical support as well, but special training rate, lecture rate, together with the red shot tile, and on level 65 the black shot tile, as well as later on lecture bonuses, it's just a card that you can't skip, simply because it's so good, and it boosts kick just through this one tile, which is more than enough in comparison to other cards. Now for the last slot there's a few options. The first one is obviously King of the Field, since it has training bonus at level 50, but you can see on level 50 or 55, no kick bonus, no special training rate, no lecture rate, no nothing, so I wouldn't actually use King of the Field. If you want to use a kick focused support card, I would advise you to go with, our only option is to crush them. Solid card, gets kick power boost, gets special lecture bonus and practice match bonus. It's actually overlooked quite a bit, and I think for level 50, those three are better than Gagamaru or Anri, simply because Gagamaru only boosts technical and gives match bonus. Anri doesn't boost technical or kick, and this one gives lecture bonus, match bonus, and boosts kick, so why not pick it? If you want to go more on the technical side, you can as always go with Meeting with a Genius or with my monster, although Meeting with a Genius just is much better. But yeah, if you have those three cards, pick them for Barou Shouei. Expand on the kick sector since there's not as many actual kick support characters. Now for level 100, let's take a look, because of course the Rin card has to be in there, of course the Kunisagi card has to be in there. Now let's take a look at level 100 Team V, and I know I usually start with level 100 characters, but on this account the card is level 1. But if it was level 100, honestly, I would debate taking it. It only has lecture bonus though. Other than that, it has speed bonus, skill level up, event stats, and bad passives. But the special lecture bonus is nice if you want it. If you want to go all in for stats, you can pick, I'm gonna turn this around, the Gagamaru SSR for the juicy 70% special lecture bonus. Also boosts technical, has a bit of match bonus in there. Essentially does what the Team V card does, but gives bigger lecture bonus in exchange for not having kick tiles. Another option is theoretically Revolution, but the only good passive it has is match bonus. And you don't, or training bonus if you want to count that, but you don't pick a level 100 card for match bonus and training bonus. You just don't. Don't ever. Literally. We've talked about the Barou card, it's just not really good. So either you pick, our only option is to crush them, or you pick, I'm gonna turn this around. For this run, I'm gonna turn this around, simply because it's level 100 on this account. Because why would I use a level 1 card in a level 100 comp? But if it was leveled up, you could debate between those two. Maybe try both and see what works better. Now for the comp, we're going with the friend support first. Or rather, in this case, I'm gonna take a look at what Mika has on level 100 and then decide the friend support. Because we've talked about Rin. Rin is inevitable for a kick comp, as is Kunigami. Kunigami is already our friend support on the level 50 comp. It would be dumb to not use him on level 100. He's a bit more under the radar, I'd say, and most of you probably don't have him on level 100. So Kunigami is the friend support for you to pick there. I think we want to go with Bachir as well for just all the technical buffs. Lecture rate, lecture bonus, training bonus, and good technical cards can be a great asset to expand on the technical sector. And for the last two, we have a bit of a choice here. We can, on one hand, if he were available, go with level 100 Nico. The thing about Nico is, other than intelligence, he boosts nothing. He has intelligence boost up and special lecture bonus, but if we want to go for raw special lecture bonus, you should pick Reo. Reo at least boosts technical, has special training rate up, provides dribbling cards, and has a 70% lecture bonus, as opposed to Nico. So another option theoretically would be Elite Actor Stage Isagi Yoichi, but again, training rate up and lecture rate up are nice, but he's too intelligence focused maybe. I don't think he's that worth. Who you could go for on the other hand would be Striker Yoichi Isagi if he had a fucking kick boost. But he doesn't either, so if you're desperate you can use either of those and try your luck. But I think in this case we just go all in for stats and pick Raichi and Reo as the last fits. So we have those three, the first three characters as card providers, the SSRs as card providers, Rin Kunisagi, and then have Raichi, Gaga SSR, and Reo just as stat givers to give as much of their lecture bonus as possible. Speaking of possible, let's see what is possible with this comp and dive straight into the run. Alright, we're starting off with an exercise machine special lecture of Raichi and Gaga Maru SSR, but I think I'm gonna actually pass on that. I do want to focus on kick if possible, or technical at the very least. So we're gonna try to play around exercise machine unless there's like Rin on it, Gagamaru on it, Raichi on it, Rei on it. There's the Rin SSR I meant, not the character. And they're gonna be too good for us to not take them, but I think you get what I mean. Looking back at the Nico video, we had a stinker start as well and picked up. So who knows what's possible. Now those are the first solid cards. And honestly, I might think about the mental imagery training because it's not as stamina consuming as the exercise machine. 600%! Okay. That's not bad. Sure. I'll take that, even though I don't plan on building an intelligence Barou. It does get our general stats up, and there's the first black card of the run. No lecture sadly, but a dribbling training supported by Gagamaru and the Rin card. 258 base technical, 400%. Bringing our technical stat to S already. And our kick stat should be on S after this dialogue as well. Indeed it is. And that's a perfect skip. We're gonna put a revenue match here, get those tips up for the performance level. If you've seen the Nico video, you know how important performance level can be to get those late high rolls on the important cards. Once the card level is raised a bit, this should get us to 500,000 tips already as well. If I'm not mistaken, indeed it does. And we still got Awakening, which obviously is quite nice. Maybe we can get a really good card now. That would be pretty nice. PWC, please. Well, it's not a good card, but honestly I'm inclined to pick the exercise machine here because it gives so much more stats. Or does it? 580? Those are 190, 250, 460 compared to 580. We're gonna take the exercise machine, get out of Awakening. 400% though, so it's okay. Now let's move on with the run. Stinker turn again, so perfect time to rest and hopefully get back to Extreme. Well, picking up the Shotmaster gold skill. Nice. But we don't go to Extreme. That is really annoying. What's not annoying, however, is this Blue Lockman shot practice card actually giving more stats than the dribbling training. Matting, we're taking it 300% and performance level 3. Now our kick stat is double S as well. Our stats aren't looking that bad. There's another exercise machine card, but sadly unsupported. So we're resting. Cafeteria should get us to Extreme. As we move on with the run. Those are really bad tiles, so we're putting in another revenue match. Yes. And we will. Oh, Barou hat trick. God damn. Okay. Sure, why not? Why not? We're on 1 million tips almost already, which is quite nice. So we should have it easy to pass checkpoint 2. And I'm just gonna take this red card. It's not a good one, but it helps raise card level, which we kinda need if we want those really high stat cards. Which at least I personally kinda do. And here we can place another revenue match. That should even get us to 1.3 million tips if Barou doesn't ghost this match. I think he did ghost. He did indeed ghost, only 1 assist. So low participation bonus on the revenue match. Which now brings us to the last turn of the first phase. And I think I'm picking the exercise machine here, because it gives more stats. It's about 600, this is about 560. 500%! Am I accidentally building defense Barou? Please not. I really hope I'm not building defense Barou right now. For now it's a balanced one to say the very least. SS plus everywhere except speed for 30k on the first stage. Not as much as I would have liked, but maybe there is more to come. Let's take a look. Barou performs nicely in the matches that don't care about participation. And we do have the checkpoint requirement already, and would you look at that? Few black cards, but also this one. Let me calculate real quick. This is 560, 650. This is 471. This is 120, 460. The imagery card is more raw stats, but I'm actually gonna take the Blue Lock Man shot practice. They're gonna probably ask me, why are you fucking stupid? Firstly, yes, I am fucking stupid. And secondly, we get the card level to level 2. We get a bit of kick, which is still Barou's preferred stat. A Barou that is focused on intelligence and physical won't do for a great forward on the pitch. So I prefer getting 100 stats less, but more on the right stats, personally. And with that resting, we should be back to extreme now, though. Bad stats once again. There's an extra powerful opponent, though. So I hope we can beat them. That would be a big amount of tips coming in. For the performance level... Come on. Load. 2-2. Nah. But we still get 540,000 tips out of it. That's not something to complain about. We're easily past performance level 5 now. Which is solid for those multipliers. Now we only need some good cards as well. We're gonna take the imagery training. Intelligence is on 6,000 as well. Okay, now this is gonna boot us out of extreme, but it's also gonna give us a nice 350 base stats on kick power. We stay in extreme. Okay. Unexpected W. Reo even gives us golden skill. Our stats are still looking pretty balanced. At least kick is our best one, pulling ahead with almost 7,700 now. But we're only on 40k, not a good run. And honestly, Raichi and Reo haven't really been able to get into this run simply because there's no good tiles popping up by the tile providers Rin Bachira and Kunigami, as well as the Rin card and the Kunisagi card for them to boost. If you don't get the tiled spawning, there can't be anyone boosting them, obviously. So with a bit of RNG, this run would have looked a bit different. At least we're getting some red cards that Rayo loves to boost. I'm not complaining, we're on 9,000 kick now. Also on 8,000 physical though. The physical stat does not leave us one bit. I think I'm gonna take the mental imagery card for stats. We went to extreme! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We just went to extreme. Black cards are supposed to only set you to best. A black card setting you to extreme shouldn't be possible. Is there a bugged black card again? That's mental. I'm not complaining though, we're taking the red blue lock man shot practice. It's going to practice level 3. And our kick stat is facing the 10,000 mark as well now. And that is a black kick card that I'll gladly take. 470 in base stats, 300% coming in with hitting performance level 6. And our first US stat has arrived. Still not as high as I would have liked. The balance is a bit off, but it's alright, I suppose. And actually I'm gonna play a bit tactical here. I'm gonna take the kick card because I want it to put me out of extreme, so I can rest on the first day of Climax 2 and hopefully get a rest that allows me to be set for the rest of the run and not have to rest again those last few days. We're on 51,000. This is actually a stinker run. And I'm sorry you have to witness this, but there's nothing much I can do about bad card spawning. It's just RNG in the end, because that is how my comps work. Low floor, high ceiling. If you get the good RNG, you're gonna be in heaven. It might not be the result you want every time. It might be frustrating, but if you do hit that run, you're gonna be in heaven and beyond. But let's see what Climax 2 and 3 have in stock for us on those last 4 training days. We are performance level 6 now. We can rest on this turn as I intended to anyways. No second awakening still though. That technical card looks really good though. 350 base technical, bit of kick as well. 350, that's quite nice. And with a power of 55,000, we go into this match. Does it load though? Barou scores 2 golds. Nice. Shouldn't change anything though. And now we need that last phase to low-key carry us. Because 55,000 is probably the worst run I've ever had on this account. Red card, 300%. At least we're getting some US stats now. Honestly, I'm somewhat scared to present this to you even, because it's such a bad run. I don't think I'll scrap it and record it again, because that's how RNG works. I don't want to fake videos and train 80 times until you get a good run. But what you just saw is definitely not what's possible, as this run is gonna look to end around 64,000 only. Let's take a look at the final result of Shame. It's not gonna be a good one, but I still hope you were able to learn a bit about how to train Barou Shouei despite this horrible run. I might do a second one eventually, once there's A, more variety, and B, once I've lived down the shame of this run. But I hope you enjoyed anyways. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos and want to see more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!